Hello guys, welcome back to the new episode of the SEF Indisc Podcast, a podcast that can be your set night soulmate. On this exciting night, we have an interesting topic to discuss, and it's nice to see you all again in this insightful episode of SEF Indisc Podcast. Hoping you guys will enjoy tonight's topic, as it can give a lot of new insight into your knowledge. Anyway, you guys must be curious, right, about how the experience of the first year of college. Well, for me, in the first month of my uni life, I had a lot of free time, and that was so strange for me. Because in high school, I would have class constantly from morning until afternoon, but at university, I didn't really have that many class, so I felt quite bored. But don't worry everyone, since tonight is special, I will bring you to have a dialogue to talk more about it with one really inspirational guest star. Therefore, we proudly introduce you to our amazing guest star, Kak Resha. Hello Kak Resha, how is your night?
Hello Lulu, hello everyone. I'm in a good condition right now and nice to meet you everyone.
Nice to meet you too Kak. I'm so happy that can finally talk to you. Let me introduce our amazing guest star tonight for you guys. So, Kak Resha is our former president of Unsoed 2021 period, who graduated with the degree of Bachelor of Accounting earlier this month. During her undergraduate year, she also has become third winner of the most outstanding student in the Faculty of Economy and Business in 2021. So, she will share a lot of new insight about motivation in the first year of college. But first of all, I would like to say congratulations on your graduation, Kak Resha, and good luck for your journey ahead.
I'm so grateful that I can finally finish my college year and finally completed a quarter of my life journey. And thank you very much, Lulu, for an amazing introduction from you.
Okay, then firstly, because we talk about motivation for the first year student in college, I want to ask Kak, have you ever experienced boredom as a freshman and how to overcome it?
Yes. Of course, I have experienced boredom when I was a freshman, and how do I handle it? I think this kind of feelings, it all comes from our perspective about new things and how we respond to the new environment. So it all comes back to how we think and respond to that we are facing right now. And honestly, being a new student is a period of our transition to a world that has never been touched before. Meet new people with different characters, and we need to be adaptive with this new situation. Saying things like that, for me, you guys need to open your mind and perspective that facing a new environment, we cannot just be the same person as when we were at school. Because right now, we are in the different situation and time, and maybe at your school, you can really enjoy the school period, you can still adapt, but it's different from the college period. Because of the new environment and condition that you are facing right now, of course, you have to change the mindset. We cannot just sit still. We cannot just stay at home, or we cannot just go to the college and then go home. There must be new thoughts, principles, and new methods to survive in this kind of environment. You can also try to look for activities that are more productive for you, or try new things that you think is beneficial for your future. So first, try to change your way of thinking to be more open to being a better person and willing to try new things. And after that, do it with action. In example, doing productive activities such as joining organizations, communities, build a good discussion with your partners, or build your capability by joining some courses or organizations that you think can be beneficial for your future. I believe those kind of things can help you as a freshman.
Alright, that's totally cool everyone. But with a lot of SAU and organization in university, how do you choose the right one? Because mostly freshmen, a common mistake that first year uni student does while starting to join an organization is they choose the wrong organization that doesn't suit them. From your point of view, how to avoid that?
I will try to answer it from the theoretical side. First, regarding what we can do to choose the right organization, I can suggest you guys need to know exactly what kind of organization that you want to follow. I'm sure that everyone has their own criteria for the organization that they want to join, whether it's an organization related to the scientific field or related to the social field and others. So the first thing that is very important is to determine the criteria of the organization that you want to follow. Then the second thing is try to find an organization that fits the criteria, and after that, after you find that things, you must know more about the activities in the organization, the purpose of the organization, and what it's like, either by looking at social media or asking the organizers there directly. Then, thirdly, when we really understand the organization, you also need to determine your goals when entering the organization. Do you just want to make new friends, or do you just want to get a new experience? I think you also have to dig deeper into the potential and goals that you want to achieve in the organization. And lastly, this is something that is actually very important but is often forgotten. This is about what you want to give to the organization. What is your contribution to the organization? Because several times when people enter the organization, they don't know what they want to give. Of course, after that, they will feel that the organization is not suitable for them. So in here, I think when you already decide what you want to give to the organization, I believe that the negative feelings about the organization actually can be prevented from the start.
What an insightful answer from you, Kak. And yeah, I think it will quite relatable as well to me when I was about to choose the proper organization that will suit me the best. However, of course, in the moment of you do a lot of things in the organization, how to find joy in the organization from your point of view, Kak? Because sometimes being fit in one organization doesn't mean we can always sustain to enjoy every program that we need to do.
First, change your mindset. You don't join the organization just to play, or you are not become the organizer not only to get something, but you also have to give something. Most people who follow the organization only think about fun things in it, like meet a lot of new friends, play together with them, and something like that. But you also need to remember that become the organizer, you also get the learning step on there. You will gain new abilities and experiences. So you must be able to change the mindset that become the organizer is something that is always and always fun. And then the next step, you can create a supportive environment, create an environment that is like a family and you have close friends there. And who can create that? The answer is yourself, those of you who are directly involved in the organization. And when everyone in the organization becomes a support system and also creates an environment like a family, I'm sure any task or responsibility that feels heavy will still be carried out because you do it with the people closest to you and you also have a strong support system in that organization.
Wow, what a great answer from you, Kak. Hopefully, our listener can get a lot of insight and be more productive and try to always find a joy in every moment of their productivity while also active in an organization. And Kak, we all know that you are the president of SEF Unsoed 2021. How do you find SEF as an organization that really suits you?
Well, actually, there are many things that I can tell to you, many interesting experiences there, but what I can say, I found it precisely or surprisingly when I was in the final period of my stewardship. When I was in my third year at SEF and I was faced with a very big responsibility as president. There are many abilities in terms of organizational and personal abilities, and I also learn from the people who are part of SEF. I get the value that SEF is not only about us being able to speak English, but SEF is a different organization because it unites and combines our intelligence capabilities and our emotional intelligence abilities. And we are also required to be able to face various problems at the same time, and we are required to be mature and wise figures in order to survive.
Okay, Kak. Maybe for the next question is about my other curiosity to you. Have you ever experienced choosing the wrong organization?
Well, actually, I do not agree to say that the organization is wrong. I do not agree with this statement, but I think the essence of this question maybe can be directed more to how ourselves decide something, how we decide to choose an organization, and all the answers are back to ourselves, not to the organization which is considered as the wrong organization. Because I believe that all organizations are good, all organizations have their own values, and there is nothing wrong with the organization. But usually the people in it are having a big impact on our perspective on the organization. So I think it's back to each of us. Why do you guys think that you are not comfortable in your organization right now? Is it because of the environment there? And then after you found out, you need to find out the core of the problem as well. Please don't avoid it. You need to try to face it and try to solve it together with the other organizers. You can also unite the common goals and togetherly achieve and rebuild a comfortable environment within the organization.
Wow, it's really motivating. It turns out there are a lot of things that we can get from that, Kak. So, for the listener out there, don't forget to take note of what Teresa said because it's so essential. And this might be the last question from me and the main question of our topic. So, after we talk about the first year of college, organization, productivity, and how to maintain it, could you give us some ways or tips to avoid common mistakes that we used to make as first year college student?
As the first year student, please don't be the same person as before when you were at school. If you are a person who doesn't want to try new things and meet new people, please try to reduce that feelings and try to improve your personality. Because the first year of college is a very crucial period that will determine what kind of person you will become in the future. You can grow new positive habits because what you are doing now will shape you in the future. Please don't regret it later and just realize it when you are in the final period of your college. Therefore, please be brave to try new things, and when you try it, please have a good commitment to focus on it. I believe that what you want to do right now or later will have a good impact on you and even the people around you.
Wow, that's really awesome tips from Carissa. Hopefully, we can get like a motivational post from that. But unfortunately, our discussion must end here, Carissa. I would like to say thank you very much for the new insight tonight. I do really appreciate it because of course, I and other listener out there will get a lot of amazing tips, new perception, and other useful things about motivational that we just discussed that inshallah can be implemented, not only in my life but also all of our lives. Thank you so much, Carissa.
You're welcome all. I'm so grateful to talk to you guys, and hopefully our discussion tonight can be your new guide in your life. See you in another discussion, guys.
See you, Kak. So sorry guys, but don't worry because we're gonna talk more about other interesting topic next time. Don't forget to mark your calendar or set your reminder every Saturday night so that you don't miss our SEF Indisc Podcast. I'm Lulu. Please relax and don't forget to take care of yourself well. See you later in the next episode, everyone. SEF Indisc Podcast, a podcast that can be your set night soulmate.